Thank you for checking out crypto.chartguys.com, the source for technical analysis in the cryptocurrency world. We are proud to announce our own crypto alert system designed to give you the most critical technical trading information possible no matter where you are. Keep your eyes on the market with mobile or email alerts for MACD crosses, RSI levels, and even inside bar alerts for dozens of coins across multiple exchanges. New features and proprietary ChartGuys indicators are already in development. Our alert system is very easy to customize and utilize, so don't hesitate to sign up for the most effective crypto trading tool on the market at crypto.chartguys.com. Hey everyone, checking back in on the big three and Bitcoin Cash and looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame. We have an inside bar forming on the daily, and we are looking at a tightening range. So on the 4-hour time frame, last video that I did, I was looking at the potential of another move to the downside. I was looking for a higher low and anticipating that this was going to be an equilibrium pattern on the 4-hour time frame. The bulls broke to a higher high. As soon as we broke 64.86, that was the bull signal that we had our higher low and higher high, and the 4-hour bull MACD cross sent out that alert on the alert system, or I received that alert, and that let me know that we were likely to see a higher low and higher high and for the bounce to continue playing out. It doesn't mean the bottom is in for now, but it increases the odds that that is the case. If we had broken bearish from a tightening pattern, an equilibrium pattern, that would still keep the bears in control. But right now, the bulls are showing up pretty significantly. I'm watching another equilibrium pattern on the 4-hour time frame with our high, low, lower high, higher low, right in the middle of that range right now. Support is 64.50. A break of that level is bearish, and we'll look to 63.12. And resistance is 67.48. A break of that level, and we look to 68.41, the high of the bounce. So at this point, we're trading nicely within this range. On the hourly time frame, we can see things are tight. We're trading sideways. Bulls certainly still holding on to control overall, and you can see here the bull MACD cross is close to getting ready for a bull signal as well. So everything is holding up just fine for the bulls. And we had bull breaks on Ethereum and Litecoin on their time frames, their 4-hour patterns that we've been watching, those equilibrium patterns. And if we see a bull break of this pattern on Bitcoin due to the correlations, we're going to be looking for ETH and LTC to see some further upside. So definitely watching very close to this BTC pattern. I'm not interested in playing Bitcoin right now unless we see a clear break of this equilibrium. Inside bar on the 4-hour is about to break bullish at 66.10. And if that does occur, that's just another point in favor of the bulls, and again shifts the odds in favor of those bulls for continuation. So that's where we stand right now. On Ethereum, I made a trade, and we were watching the hourly ascending triangle pattern, and here it was. And yesterday I didn't make a trade all day. I was literally just watching this pattern. Tighter, tighter, tighter before the clear bull break. The bull break happened pretty late at night, 11 p.m. Eastern, right about midnight. I set my stop buy order at 319. And once we broke 319, we were looking up at 319.94 and then a clear bull break. So I was confident that if my buying power hit that 319 wall and then other people were following along, that we would see that clear bull break. And again, my confidence by leaving that order open was knowing that I would be back within a few hours to check on it, and that this pattern was so clear that I know that a lot of traders are watching it and a lot of people are going to act on that bull break, which is exactly what happened. So we got the bull break, we consolidated, formed a higher low at 318, and then we ran to higher highs overnight. So I exited my position as we were topping out a little bit in the 330s. I exited in the low 330s from that 319 point, locked in that nice profit on the short-term trade, and now we're looking at an equilibrium pattern with our high at 336.91. Our low of the pullback is 323.77, key support now. We have a lower high that just formed at 334.40. That's where I took the last of my profit because I was anticipating a lower high to form compared to 336.91. And now we're pulling back and we're going to look to form a higher low compared to 323.77. So we can look for a potential bullish entry opportunity while this range continues to tighten. And the fact that Ethereum broke bullish was leading me to look for Litecoin to break bullish today, because Ethereum broke bullish last night and Litecoin did not follow along. Litecoin was trading very tight and maintaining a bullish lean, but not seeing a clear breakout. So this morning I posted annotated charts as usual in the chat room and said, eyes on Litecoin today, look for some laggard action and look for some follow through. And that's what we're seeing. We'll look at in just a second. In terms of the price alerts from our alert system, crypto.chartguys.com, we had the 15-minute price shears going off yet again, and it actually beat me on this trade. I got this alert at just under 319, and I already had set my order to buy at 319 breaking, and I was away from the computer, so I didn't act on it. But really nice to see the price shear alert sent out that the bulls were showing up under 319. If you made that bull entry, you got this bull move. And then for the secondary move, the price shear alerts were going off at 323, and the 30-minute confirmation of the 15-minute price shear, that was going off at 327. So these levels, these price shears alerts are doing wonders in terms of giving short-term opportunity. And you can see after this 15-minute bull signal at 323, a few hours later, we're up $14 higher and significant gains following these alerts. So really loving how they are playing out and really pleased with the usefulness that they are seeing. And I also love the feedback. Keep that feedback coming. When we get a message that says, I just signed up for the alert system, my first trade, I just paid for multiple months, that's ideally what we want to see. And we also get messages from people saying, I wouldn't have made this trade. I was away from the computer. The alert let me know about it. I jumped on, acted on 4-hour oversold RSI or, whatever the alert is. And we love getting those messages. And also suggestions. We're going to be adding another exchange at some point in the coming weeks. We'll take another survey on that when the time is coming for that to happen, and still working on further alerts. So Litecoin, here is the daily time frame. We have a bull break of the lower high pattern. We had lower highs on the daily 4 days in a row. There's our bull break. And on the 4-hour time frame, we can see the equilibrium pattern breaking bullish. And we had the same thing for Ethereum. It was just a little bit of a different look. I liked that hourly pattern better, but it was still the same thing with a high, low, lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low, bull break. So Litecoin, same thing. High, low, lower high, higher low, lower high. The bull break occurred just a few hours ago, whereas Ethereum's bull break occurred 16 hours ago. So that shows you the heads up that the correlation between these two gave us. And again, that's why I was saying eyes on LTC today. Watch for some follow through. So the break of 62.42 was a clear bull signal, and the next resistance is 63 and 63.99. So momentum shifting to favor the bulls. We'll watch to see if they can continue the higher low pattern. So both of these names have made bullish breaks on their charts, Ethereum and Litecoin, but we have to be cautious because if Bitcoin were to break bearish from this 4-hour equilibrium pattern, that would definitely cause a pullback, in my opinion, in Ethereum and Litecoin as well. If we get a bull break of this equilibrium pattern on the 4-hour, we can look for Ethereum to head up into the 330, 340s, and we can look for Litecoin to head up into the $64, $65 range if we get a bull break of this pattern for Bitcoin. Checking in on the hourly time frame for Litecoin, we need to consolidate and form another higher low. You can see it's been 5 hours of green in a row. Our last support on the hourly is 60.81, and we need a new higher low right now. Inside bar forming on the hourly with very contained consolidation at this point, not significant at all. But bulls in control is the bottom line. BCH USD, inside bar on the daily time frame is forming. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see a bit of an equilibrium. We've got our low, high of the bounce, higher low is at 1176.60, and now a lower high at 1267. So we look at it on the hourly time frame for some more details. I've got the ranges set by these support and resistance lines for our current high and low in this tightening pattern. And it's tightening because it's inverse to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's in a 4-hour equilibrium. So we can anticipate that however Bitcoin is going to break, we'll look for BCH to break in the opposite direction. And we're trading very tight right now, just sideways. I would not be looking for an entry in Bitcoin nor Bitcoin Cash until we see a break of this equilibrium pattern in one direction or the other. And again, the scenario that's going to be playing out, the good thing that we have this inverse correlation now to Bitcoin is there's always going to be a bullish trade. If you are not shorting at this scenario and these correlations, you're always going to have a bullish trade. If we break bearish on Bitcoin and we see some downside on Ethereum and Litecoin, we're looking for BCH to go up. If we break bullish on Bitcoin, we can be looking to play Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin bullish, and we'll look for BCH to pull back. So it's really nice to have that kind of versatility to always know that there's going to be a name that is seeing some bullish action due to these inverse correlations. So just a little bit of a quick wrap up, or quick check-in, I should say, this morning, midday. Didn't get to that video last night. Did put out a Merkle interview, uploaded that video, and they're going to be putting it out on their website. So if you want to check out a 40-minute podcast, some good back and forth discussion, and certainly looking forward to doing more interviews and things like that. I think it's definitely a good way of continuing content without it just being only charts. Definitely want to have some fundamental, some sentiment in there as well. And that's what we're looking at. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in tomorrow. Keep an eye on Ethereum and Litecoin. As long as these hourly higher lows keep up, bulls are in full control. And I expect a break of this 4-hour equilibrium pattern on Bitcoin before, I'd say sometime in the next, let's say in the next 16 hours. So early in the morning Eastern time, I would expect a break by then at the latest. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.